Do y'all like fast food, cheeseburgers, French fries? Yeah, I know you do. I know you do. Well, I got something to say about that. Stop eating it. It's killing you. Okay? All that grease is killing you. Alright? Listen to me. Alright? But that's besides the point. Today, we is going to be reacting to a couple videos off YouTube that people wanted me to watch. You know, it's a little couple, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna be in the mood, okay? I got the robe on. Go get some snacks. Get some Skittles. Get some chips. Get what you gotta get for this video, alright? Alright? Get you a robe. Go get you one. Cause it's gonna be a little chill day today, okay? We've been watching some little scary videos. Some of them is. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna get right into it, alright? Like I said, go grab your snacks. Let's get into it, alright? Alright. The first animation. Let's get to it, man. Let me see. Alright, turn.
Today, I'm going to be curing someone with total blindness. We will be using a new artificial lens that will give this person sight for the first time. I'm very excited. Remove the swabs. My eyes are a bit sore. We can check back on him later. We still have a lot of filming to do. Carl, come here! Take the surgeon and get B-roll in the rooms down the hall.
Why he look like that?
Okay, Jimmy.
Okay, we just need you to sign a couple of release forms to be in the video. All pretty standard stuff. Is everything okay?
What was that?
Yes, I'm sorry. This whole experience has been very emotional for me.
Oh, heck no.
Sign here.
Are you sure everything's okay?
Alright, nah. He need to take his pills.
Hi, sweetheart. How are you feeling?
Oh, no.
This has all been such a blessing. And your eyes being healed. And the producer said that Mr. Beast might even give us a cash gift. He's so generous with his wealth. Truly an angel to our lives. Don't you agree? He's a blessing.
What is happening?
Isn't he a beautiful soul? Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Honey, what's wrong?
Please shut up.
Get out! Just leave me alone! Leave me alone! Here, have $10,000. Is he up? Is he able to see? Okay, get the cameras ready. I think there's something wrong. He doesn't seem like himself. Hey! Open the door! He locked the door. God damn it. Sweetheart, are you okay?
But I feel bad for this kid, bro.
Subscribe to Mr. Beast! Subscribe to Mr. Beast! Whoa! We have to film him! He's an angel, sweetheart. He will give us more than we could ever need.
Oh, Jimmy, look, I'm getting a shot for you. Look at this.
Subscribe to Mr. Beast! Yes!
I want you to have $50,000. Take it. Also a Tesla. Don't forget about the Tesla. I know how much you need a car in your life. Oh, this is premium content. Yes. Oh, see the truth? See the beauty I have given you. Here, get a shot of his eyes.
This is crazy.
Oh my God! I don't want this gift.
I don't want to see. I don't want to subscribe. Please don't make me.
Here, take the picture for the thumbnail.
Please don't give me any more. Please.
Did you get it?
I don't want this. I don't know. It looks kind of weird, man. I don't know.
It's fine. We'll just upscale it with AI or something. We'll be fine. Let's go.
Now, that right there was some crazy. No, that's crazy. On to the next video, bro. Hey, that was, bro. Alright, y'all. Here go to the next one. Alright, y'all ready? Let's see what this is about real quick.
This happened to me and my wife a few months after we moved into a new place. This took place back in November of 2018 and actually wasn't even fully resolved until just recently. So back at this point in time, me and my wife were going through some hard times. I was making money through some slightly illegal means and had actually gone to jail for 9 months. I got out in September of 2018 and I had a job in the city waiting for me when I got home. Now when I got out of jail, my wife was living with her mom about an hour away from the city. But she knew we had to find somewhere to live close to both of our jobs that were downtown in the city that we were moving to. Since we were starting all over after legal fees, lawyers, fines, and other assorted debts, we knew we could only afford something super cheap that would let us pay week to week instead of having to pay security deposits and monthly rent up front. We found a boarding house in our city and checked it out. There were 4 rooms in the house with a shared kitchen and bathroom for everyone. We moved into one of the rooms. Our neighbors on the first floor were a 30-year-old lady and her mom. And then upstairs there was a young guy who moved in the same week as us. And lastly, a young couple that lived in the room next to the other young guy.
It's crazy.
In the 3 months that we lived there, the only people we talked to was the young couple upstairs. They seemed similar to us in age and interests, and we just usually talked to them in passing or maybe on the front porch when we were all out there having a cigarette. There were nights.
Don't smoke cigarettes. Kids, especially the kids, this generation out there, do not do drugs, alright? Do not do drugs. Because if you do drugs, I will find you, bro.
Nice enough, and they also smoked weed, which me and my wife did as well. And we smoked on the porch together a couple of times. Things were just a-okay until the month of November came and shit just started to hit the fan, left and right, with this couple who we'll name Jim and Sierra. It started off small. Things like hearing them get into short shouting matches, or one or both of them asking me and my wife to borrow money, or constantly trying to bum cigarettes. One day I came home and Sierra was walking into the house, the same time as me, with 3 guys that I've never seen before, and a case of beer.
Oh, she finna get trained, bro.
They party all night and keep me and my wife up, but we end up going to bed around 5 a.m.
Dang.
A few days later, we are woken up on a Sunday. Me and my wife's only day.
Hey, today is Sunday. You know what I'm saying? I forgot to let you know. Today is Sunday, you know what I'm saying?
Day off to Jim screaming at Sierra, throwing all of her stuff into the front yard. He was calling her everything in the book you can imagine, and told her to get out of his life, yada yada yada. They argued for like 3 hours and eventually someone picked Sierra up. We had a week of peace and quiet, but by the next week she was moved back in, and the fights and screaming were constant.
Then why'd you move back in then, bro?
It was a Tuesday night, the day before my birthday.
You know what I'm saying?
Me and my wife worked that day and just kind of lounged around after work. My wife and I ended up smoking some weed around 1 a.m.
And don't be trying to sneak and get high, because some of y'all want to get high. I think I don't do cigarettes. I know some most definitely. Y'all be trying to get high, don't y'all? I know, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't fool me. Y'all trying to get high, man. I'm already knowing. And don't be drinking.
The whole time we were watching this movie, we could hear Jim and Sierra screaming at each other. We could hear them stomping around as they moved around upstairs in the room right above our ceiling.
What's up with him with his face?
It went on the whole movie, it seemed like. After actually making it through the movie without falling asleep from smoking too much, we both noticed that Jim and Sierra had finally stopped fighting.
Oh snap, he killed her.
We both wanted to take advantage of the quiet and
she's dead.
Laid down and cuddled up to sleep.
Oh yeah, they high.
So we had to go to work in the morning. I was woken up in the middle of the night by my wife, who was shaking me and looking off toward my side of the bed. I was so tired and out of it that I thought maybe she saw a big bug and wanted me to kill it. I turn over to get up, and when I do, there is a man standing next to my bed, hunched over my nightstand, in my drawer. The man has an empty milk gallon in his hand.
Oh, just want to say that that's some milk.
Over and us locking eyes. He stood up from his hunched position and was just staring at me. I kicked my feet out onto the floor and I sat up on the bed as he started backing up slowly, one step at a time.
Bro, knock that
At this
nigga.
point, I finally realized that it's Jim in our room going through my stuff, holding an empty milk gallon.
Look at this face, bro.
Oh!
This is the same face you make when you're in the sleep paralysis, my nigga. You just sitting there, you. You know you just sitting there, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's the same face, bro. But I would've cleared that nigga. I would've got out my bed. Who that? Over with, bro. Over with. Let's get on with the video, bro.
Now, like I said, I was still pretty out of it and just calmly said to him, "What's up, Jim? Why the hell are you in our room, bud?" After a few seconds, Jim asks, "Can I borrow your guys' car, man? Or can one of you take me down to the gas station and back real quick?" Thank goodness for my wife, who was finally fully awake, unlike me, who said, "What? You broke in our room to borrow our car. No, you cannot borrow our car after you broke into our room at 4 a.m. Now get the hell out of here, you freaking weirdo." Surprisingly,
never said
Jim
that.
leaves, but he doesn't just leave. He sprints out the front door and starts running down the street.
But what's up with that
Towards the
milk?
station that he asked us to take him to. I looked at my wife, and before we can even say anything to each other, our other neighbor from upstairs comes down and says that Jim and Sierra were fighting worse than he had ever heard or saw, that he hadn't heard any noise coming from the room for about an hour. My wife was
Oh, he finna go to the store and get some garbage bags and some bleach, and he finna get some pine saw, and he finna pick up the dead body, bro. It's all over, bro. She's cooked, bro. She's
feeling protective of a fellow female who had to endure similar abuse in the past, told me and our neighbor to go upstairs and check on her.
bro. She's dead.
So we go upstairs, and the door to Jim and Sierra's room is shut, but not locked.
She's dead.
I knocked and shouted for someone, and there was no answer. Standing side by side, me and my neighbor turned the doorknob and pushed the door open. On the back wall of the room, Sierra was laying on the couch, face up, and we also noticed that the floor and ceiling had been hacked up, almost like someone was trying to get inside of the floor
She's
and
dead.
ceiling for some reason. Me and my neighbor walked over to the couch, thinking that Jim had knocked her unconscious, but when we made it to her, we realized there was blood on the couch and thin blood streaks on the wall.
Bro, his girl was so fine, bro. I ain't gonna lie, she had it too, bro. Dang. I knew it, bro. Like, I just knew it. I knew it. I just knew it, bro. It's always something, bro. It's always something. But I ain't gonna lie to you, let me take a picture of it. I need these pictures from later.
As soon as I looked at her, I thought, she doesn't have a face.
She doesn't have a
Then he called the cops
face.
Immediately, and I was just standing there dumbfounded. I heard him tell the police that Jim had smashed his girlfriend's face in with a sledgehammer.
A
The
sledgehammer?
weapon was still there, but Jim had run off.
That's brutal.
The police told us to leave the room and wait outside if we felt safe doing so. The cops came and they put an APB out on Jim, and they found him about an hour later running down the street. After talking to the cops, they said it looked like Jim was trying to find the gas line in the house, and he probably wanted me to take him to the gas station to get fuel to help him burn down the house with Sierra inside.
I mean, I was close. He tried to burn down the house. I was close. I'd say he was trying to, like, you feel me, like, put her in a bag and try to get her out of there. Burn the house down is getting her out of there, too. So, it's kind of the same thing, man. So,
After all the cops left and everything calmed down, me and my wife looked at each other like, what the hell? We had to call into work the next day because there were 2 news vans out front all morning, and every time we stepped out for a smoke, or
Dang.
anything, they were badgering us for an interview.
I would've. It's over with. You're done.
Being a small blip in the news with a short paragraph in the newspaper and a 1-minute segment on the local news channel. But yeah, that's how I was face to face with a murderer, right after he killed his girlfriend in the same house I was in.
Ready?
Stupid ass. That was crazy, bro. That was crazy. I mean, all I can say is if you're in a relationship, man, just, I don't know, bro, just don't be toxic, bro. Just, I know people argue because one of them don't agree to what the other one says, so that's why they go back and forth. You know what I'm saying? It be like that. But sometimes, to the boys, you gotta let the females win nowadays, man. Cause you gotta let them win, bro. No, you're not being a little punk, cause you. If it was a nigga saying something to you and you letting it go, yeah, you a punk. But if it's a female, bro, just be like, you got it. All right, come on, let's go in bed. Let's go to bed, okay? Let's go ahead and go to bed. I ain't argue with you. Just be like that, bro. You don't gotta get a sledgehammer and you don't gotta do that, bro.
Out of pocket for that shit.
All right, bro. Let's watch one more. Stupid ad, bro.
So this part of the story starts in 2009.
All right, let's watch this last one.
High school. I lived in a small town in Ohio. In the fall, I started to date my first real boyfriend, John. He was a senior, and many of his friends were dating my friends, and he was well-liked and funny at school.
Yeah, senior
I'm
type
thrilled
stuff.
about the relationship, especially because my strict parents even seemed to like him as well. He was pretty quiet around them, but always polite and appreciative in their presence. Since it's a small town, John lived literally down the street, and we hung out all the time. My parents were actually getting divorced at the time, so I liked spending time at his place more than mine. John lived with Chris, a man who wasn't his biological dad, but
Dang, I should have got me some snacks. I'm telling y'all to get some snacks.
and often called him Dad.
Dang, you don't got none down
Chris
here.
was an adolescence counselor who knew John because he had been in the foster care system, and he had taken John in. Chris was an amazing human who was fun to be around, and it was just the two of them and their pug Murphy at the house. I don't know much about John's childhood at first, other than it had clearly been rough enough for him to be involved with children's services. Anyways, we spent a lot of time together, and always had a good time with Chris as well. Eventually, John confided in me that
Yo, what's going on with his half of his face? I see half of his face. It's like he ran into a wall accident.
I was shook by this, and I even told Chris about it as well. Regardless, we continued to date, and I did my best to support him. So the next year I'm a senior and John has graduated, but he's not really doing anything. He didn't go to college, and his plans to join the military weren't working out, so he's just living with Chris and working a part-time job that my dad had gotten for him. I've always been into school and extracurriculars, and I felt like John was holding me back. Our relationship was going downhill in many ways, but I was scared if I broke it off that he might really do
Where
something
are you?
drastic.
Answer.
He had threatened to do so when I tried.
Stop playing with that boy John.
In May 2011, I graduated high school and decided I had to leave the relationship behind.
Yeah, I mean,
I was having my
okay, for the girls, if y'all still arguing and the dude ain't agreeing to what you saying, or like he not trying to do better as like cheating, then you need to grow up, okay? Y'all said we need to grow up. Y'all need to grow up too, and y'all can just leave. I know sometimes it can be hard to leave, but like at this point, bro, like just leave. I'm out. But some dudes I know are like weird, bro. They won't even let you leave. They'll try to kill you if you try to leave. They, man, oh my mama, man, you ain't going nowhere, man. You leave out. They be like, all right, lead in. You go to your car. They be in your back seat.
Chocolate vanilla swirl with cookie crunch flakes.
to stop contacting me with these threats. I mostly cut off all contact, and a couple of months later, I got an apartment with a friend, about 30 minutes away from home, beside the college I was attending. One Friday night in April 2012, I'm in my hometown to see a friend, and I passed John's house where I see police cars everywhere.
Oh, he done hanged
Shocked,
himself.
I didn't know what to think, so
He's
I
cooked.
immediately call our mutual friend Kyle. He
Kyle.
has no clue what was going on with John.
Kyle.
And he says that John had hung out at his house a few days before. Kyle said John seemed like he was in a good mood.
Oh, no, he ain't in a good mood. He just got bags on his eyes. He's been up thinking about how he's gonna kill you.
Anyways, Kyle was actually hanging out at my apartment with my roommate. This was normal as he had a crush on her, so I just keep driving that way. When I get to my place, Kyle hasn't heard anything, but my mom calls me with the scoop. She's friends with cop wives and stuff.
She just seen the
all that
ghost.
stuff. It turns out that John murdered Chris, and he was on the run somewhere. Someone had called for a wellness check.
John is
and
crazy.
from Chris for a while. The cops found his body at home. I was shocked and a little bit scared, as were Kyle and my roomie. So we all decided to stay at my roommate's parents' house.
Y'all don't kill. That's probably something crazy to say, but don't kill.
Body was
Well, look how he looking at him. I'm gonna get you.
Which means that John was just hanging out at Kyle's house between committing this act and getting arrested.
Oh,
Just nonchalantly
Kyle.
playing video games.
not my
telling
boy
jokes to
Kyle.
Kyle's little
I don't even
sister,
know him, but
acting like everything was just fine.
little sister.
Meanwhile, he had stuffed Chris's body in their freezer at home.
The face she make when she give you that good sloppy toppy.
And seen as a son. It's horrifying. Chris spent his life advocating for kids like John. The local center he
Where's the
worked
piece
at
of Chris,
is
man?
actually named after him now, as is the street that it is on. I often wonder about the why of it all. Chris and John got along almost all the time, and though John clearly had mental health issues, no one thought he would really hurt anyone. But clearly, something was very wrong with John that we missed. They say hindsight is 20/20, and I can definitely look back and think of a few strange instances with him. Sneaky, manipulative, and angry. He eventually showed all of those traits, but I was lucky enough to not experience any violence at his hands. I wish I could say the same for Chris. I'm thankful for the time that I did get to spend with him, though, and the positive impact he had on my life during that time. I know he had a positive effect on so many other lives as
Rest in
well.
peace. I want y'all to comment down below. Rest in peace to Chris, man. Comment out, bro. Comment right now, bro. I'll wait, bro. I'll be here all day. I can go ahead and go to sleep right now, man. I'll be here all day. I'll wait. I will wait. Nigga, I will wait, bro. You did it? Oh, alright. Good stuff, good stuff. Alright. Because I don't want to sit here all day anyways, you know what I'm saying?
May he rest in peace.
Alright, that's it. I hope y'all liked the video, man. Hope y'all finish y'all snacks. But every Sunday we will be doing some videos like this. Yeah, so I guess I'm finna go ahead and some business. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead go handle some business, and I guess I see y'all on the next one. Alright? Until then, man, I'm out. I'll see y'all next time, man. Man.